Hey everybody, it's Ron from Pick Dawgz, and this is Ron's Rundown. We're going to go over the MLB games scheduled for Wednesday, June 25th, 2025. If you like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Put your baseball picks in the comments section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my daily rundown best bet in Major League Baseball, you can find those at the Experts tab at pickdawgz.com. There's also a link in the description. Alrighty, here we go. Here are the games for Wednesday, Major League Baseball. First up, it's the Diamondbacks and the White Sox. We got Zach Gallen going for Arizona, but no official starter right now for Chicago. I'm going to lean towards the over in this game. It's not my favorite game on the board, but Zach Gallen has really struggled this season. He got a 5.6 ERA. We know the White Sox aren't the best lineup in baseball, that's for sure, but the current White Sox lineup actually has pretty good numbers against Zach Gallen in previous meetings. And we know the Diamondbacks offense has been strong this season, so we'll see who the White Sox go with as their starter or if it's more of a bullpen game. But I think Arizona is going to do most of the heavy lifting when it comes to getting us over this total. But I think Chicago is going to be competitive. I think we go over the total in Arizona-Chicago. Next up, we got the Pirates and the Brewers. We got Paul Skeens and Jacob Misiorowski as the starters. Yeah, I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. It might be square, but I'm rolling with the under. I mean, you got two of the best young pitchers in the game going at it. Skeens has been excellent. We know, sub-2 ERA at this point in the season, over 100 innings pitched is incredible. And even his last game, he didn't have his best stuff. His control is off a little bit. He had 5 walks given up. He still had a quality start. 6 innings, 2 runs. Good enough for the Pirates to go on to win that game in extra innings. They blew a 4-0 lead, but they were able to rally in the 10th. And I think that, this is a situation where Skeens can go 6-7 strong. Misiorowski's facing a weak Pirates lineup. He should be able to pitch pretty well. I think we go under the total. Even though it's already a really low total, I still think that there's wiggle room there, so give me the under. Next up, the Red Sox and the Angels. We've got Mr. Yusei Kikuchi going for the Angels. No official starter right now for the Red Sox, but I am seeing Richard Fitz and Hunter Dobbins listed on 2 different sites, so probably one of those options. And I think no matter who is on the mound for the Red Sox, I like their matchup offensively. Maybe you take the Red Sox team total over, but I think the Red Sox do find a way to win this game. Now, Kikuchi's been serviceable this season. 3.01 ERA is excellent, but the underlying numbers are not great, and the Angels have not really done too well in his games overall this season and as of late. The Red Sox did face him on June 3rd, and they got to him for 3 runs in 5 innings, 8 base hits with a home run and 5 walks to go with it. Now, the Angels actually ended up winning that game, but I don't think it's going to be the case here because the Red Sox are really crushing left-handed pitching. Even in their loss against the Giants the last series, they were able to get to Robbie Ray in the finale. I think they get to Kikuchi, and I think that this is not a great Angels bullpen, so I don't think the run stopped there. I think we see a big day for the Red Sox offensively. Give me the Red Sox team total over and Boston on the money line. Next up, we've got the Nationals and the Padres. We've got Mackenzie Gore and Nick Pivetta as the projected starters. And we talked about San Diego's struggles against left-handed pitching. In the last 30 days, one of the worst lineups in baseball. I know Mackenzie Gore struggled in his last start, but he has pitched well this season, 3.19 ERA. He's been the best starting pitcher for the Nationals this year, 93 innings and 123 strikeouts. He is ranked right now in the top 3 in strikeouts in Major League Baseball for starting pitchers. I think he has a bounce-back start. I think that Pivetta actually matches up pretty well with this Nationals lineup. I think we see a low-scoring game at Petco Park, so give me the under in Nationals-Padres. Next up, we've got the Rangers and the Orioles. Jacob deGrom and Tomoyuki Sugano are your starters. Now, Sugano has been solid this year, but I still think this is a pitching mismatch in favor of the Rangers, of course. Sugano's last start against the Yankees, 3 2/3, 3 runs and a home run. And it makes it the 3rd straight outing for Sugano where he's pitched less than 5 innings. That's a concern for me with his control being off as of late. 5 walks his last 2 starts combined. Now, the Orioles have backed him up, and they've won 3 of his last 4 games. But now you're going up against Jacob deGrom, so I just don't think there's going to be a lot of offense there for the Orioles in this game. The margin of error is very slim when you're up against a guy like deGrom. I think the Rangers do enough damage offensively. They've backed deGrom recently. 4 straight wins with deGrom as a starter. So give me the Rangers in this one on the money line and run line on the road. Next up, the Athletics and the Tigers. Jacob Lopez for the A's, no official starter for the Tigers. The Tigers have crushed left-handed pitching in the last 30 days. I think they match up pretty well with Lopez, and I think they get to him for a few runs early. We'll have to see who the official starter is for Detroit. I've mentioned, I don't really think that this rotation and bullpen is as good as what we've seen in the first half of the season. It wouldn't surprise me to see the Tigers' rotation and bullpen regress in the second half of the year, but I still think they're going to have enough offense in this one to find a way to win this game at Comerica. So give me the Tigers on the money line. Next up, we've got the Jays and the Guardians. We got Max Scherzer returning from the IL in this one, and Gavin Williams for the Guardians on the other side. Now, Scherzer, I do think it's a tough spot for him in his first start back. Even though the Guardians aren't a great lineup this season, I still think that Scherzer could struggle a little bit in his first game back from injury. I think Gavin Williams has really pitched well lately. He's had a quality start in 3 of his last 4 games. He's given up 3 runs or fewer in 4 straight games. So I think Williams is going to be good enough for the Guardians to pick up a win in this game. Give me Cleveland on the money line. Scherzer should be a great option for Toronto as the season continues, but I don't love him in his first start back. Next up, we've got the Braves and the Mets. We got Fuentes and Holmes as the starters. Fuentes in his major league debut, 4 runs given up and a home run in a 6-2 Marlins win. I do worry about him in the second start at Citi Field. I know it's a pitcher-friendly ballpark, but the Mets have had a great home record this season. Holmes is a good option on the other side, and the Mets have hit righty and pitching really well in the last 30 days. So I think that Fuentes struggles again. I think the Mets win this game. So give me the New York Mets on the money line and lean towards the run line as well. Next up, we've got the Yankees and the Reds. We got Max Fried and Brady Singer as the starters. Now, Brady Singer's pitched well at Great American, a 3.62 ERA, but 20 walks to go with it in a 37 innings pitched. I think this still is a pitching mismatch in favor of the Yankees. I mean, Max Fried has been one of the best pitchers in baseball this year. And, Singer's done a good job at getting that ERA down to 4.13. It was a lot steeper a few starts ago. He's put together back-to-back quality starts. But I don't think it's going to be enough for the Reds in this one. I'm going to roll the Yankees on the money line and run line on the road. Next up, we've got the Mariners and the Twins. We've got George Kirby and Joe Ryan as the starters. George Kirby, we talked about how his minor league rehab starts weren't the best, and his first couple of games at the major league level and his season debut were also not the strongest. He put together some solid outings, but then in his last game, he struggled yet again, giving up 4 runs, 7 base hits, and 2 home runs in 5 innings against the Cubs. Now, the Mariners bats were able to back him up and win that game, and it was also a situation where, Wrigley Field, the wind was blowing way out in that series. The temperatures were scorching hot, so it really was hitter-friendly weather. I don't necessarily think Kirby's going to pitch that poorly going forward. The problem is he's up against Joe Ryan, who's been excellent this year. I know he wasn't his best in his last game, but I still think that Ryan's going to be good enough in this one to give the Twins the victory. Minnesota's not been playing great baseball as of late, but I think they do pick up a win in this game. I'm going to roll with the Twins on the money line. Next up, we've got the Rays and the Royals. Michael Wacha and Drew Rasmussen are the projected starters. Michael Wacha in 45 innings at Kauffman Stadium this year has got a 2.58 ERA and a low 225 opponent's batting average. The problem is the Rays are crushing right-handed pitching in the last month. Top 5 in OPS and ISO against righties with a low strikeout rate to go with it. You got Rasmussen on the other side, who's been excellent himself this season. I got to roll with Tampa Bay in this game on the money line on the road. Next up, the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. We got Matthew Boyd and Andre Pallante as the starters. Matthew Boyd's given up 2 runs or fewer in 5 straight games. It really gives your team a great chance, especially when you have a great offense behind you. Now, recently, the Cubs haven't always backed up Matthew Boyd, but I think they will against Andre Pallante and this Cardinals bullpen. This is just not a great matchup for me, in my opinion, for Pallante, a ground ball specialist facing a team that doesn't really put the ball on the ground too often. So I think that the Cubs get to Pallante and win this game on the road. Give me Chicago on the money line and run line on the road. Next up, we've got the Dodgers and the Rockies. We got Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Chase Dollander as the starters. Now, obviously, the Dodgers are gigantic favorites in this game. Yamamoto's pitched at Coors Field before. He pitched there last year, pitched pretty well in that game. I think he's not going to be perfect. I think the Rockies will get to him for a few runs, but I also think the Dodgers lineup is going to be too much. Chase Dollander, I've talked about him many times this season. I think he's going to be a good option, whether it's in the Rockies rotation or with a different team. But in this matchup, the Dodgers have one of the best lineups in baseball. Even if Dollander goes 5-6 decent innings, then you got to worry about that Rockies bullpen. So I got to roll the Dodgers in this one. But this is, there's no value in a game like this. This is one of my least favorite games of the season, really. Next up, we've got the Marlins and the Giants. We got Logan Webb and Edward Cabrera as the starters. Now, in a low-scoring game, I think there's value with the Marlins here, plus the 1.5 runs. I wouldn't take the money line because I could see a one-run win either way. I mean, we've seen the Giants win plenty of comeback and walk-off victories this season. It's a big reason why they have such a strong record. They've been able to rally late and win games in heroic fashion. But this is a game where I think Cabrera can go toe-to-toe with Logan Webb for 5-6 innings, and then it comes down to the bullpens. And it wouldn't be surprising to see the Giants hold on or come back and earn a victory here in a walk-off fashion. But I think a lot of those result in a one-run Giants win. If that, I think the Marlins could still find a way to win this game, but I want to take those 1.5 runs just in case with the Miami Marlins. And that's it. Those are the games for Wednesday in baseball. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at the Experts tab at pickdawgz.com. There's also a link in the description. As always, Romanelli, good luck.